What? You expected some witty repartee? Don't Breathe, starring Stephen Lang, Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette, Daniel Zovatto, and directed by Fede Alvarez. The film tells the story of a group of petty thieves who decide to break in and rob a blind army vet. What they don't count on is how quickly the table turns once they enter his domain. Don't Breathe is a good suspense horror thriller. It is well shot and keeps you on the edge of your seat most of the movie. Alvarez does a great job setting the tone of the film. Once the tension and action starts, it doesn't let up until the very end of the film. I was very impressed with the tension-filled sequences, which left me guessing on what was actually going to happen. The movie does a great job of leaving you guessing. I didn't see many of the twists and turns that happen throughout the course of the film. Granted, this isn't my typical movie genre that I usually go see, but I was intrigued by the premise of the story. Seeing Stephen Lang play a badass blind man who quickly turns and starts hunting the people who are robbing him was enough to get me into the theater. Stephen Lang is awesome as the terror throughout the film. You easily believe he is capable of everything he does. Even the crazy wackiness the story brings out in the third act seems to fit the character he is portraying. He is the best part of the film and tied everything together. Without him being as terrifying as he was, the movie wouldn't have been nearly as suspenseful. The other actors are fine in the movie, but they don't really stand out. Jane Levy is good as the main female lead, and Dylan Minnette is fine as the nerdy friend. They serve their purpose for the film, being terrified by Stephen Lang. Both actors do a great job in selling this fact. The issue comes with the other emotions and story the film tries to tell. I didn't buy Jane Levy as the concerned young mother who just needs the next score to make everything right. You never really understand Minnette's character's motivations other than he is just trying to impress Levy's character. It's never explained why he has decided on a life of crime. They make him out to be the smart one, but if he is smart, there needed to be another reason as to why he is helping commit the crimes. Which is my other gripe for the movie. The premise as to why they robbed the blind man didn't make sense to me. They know the guy has money, but they never explain why they think he keeps his money at his house. Most people I know don't keep large sums of money at their house anymore. They usually keep it at a bank. I needed some story reason as to why they thought he was keeping the money at his house, rather than at his local Bank of America. The story gripe quickly drops away when the suspense ratchets up though. The movie was made to scare audiences by building suspense, and it does this extremely well. Some of the scenarios were a tad contrived, and forced into being suspenseful by the story. The setup still works extremely well, so I'm willing to give this part of the film a pass. I also like the fact that I never knew who was going to make it out of a given situation, or what was going to happen. There are some clever twists I wasn't expecting in the film. This being said, I do think there was one too many ending scenarios. I could have gone with just one less, because the last event seemed unnecessary for where the movie ended up overall. Don't Breathe is a fun, well-made suspense thriller. If you haven't seen the trailers for the film, don't, and go in cold. There are a few scenes the trailers reveal, which would have worked more if discovered in the movie. If you enjoy a good suspense horror, then this is a must-see. If you're like me and not usually into horror movies, I still think this one is worth checking out. It's not a straight horror movie, but rather builds more suspense and tension. Have you seen Don't Breathe? If you have, what did you think? If you haven't, what is your favorite home invasion movie? Comment and let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.